Hey, this is Johnny Bean TV. It's March 24th, 2024. It's almost noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific out here in Santa Cruz, California. And hey, if you guys like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. This is Johnny Bean TV. We do all sorts of Van Halen content. Normally Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. I call it OE81 Tuesday. But there's been a lot of anniversaries lately, a lot of events, and so we like to cover those things as well. So join us for a little bit, about half an hour today, and let's talk some Van Halen 5150. All right, let's do this. This is Johnny Bean TV.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Bean TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Yo, what's going on, dudes? Johnny Bean. This is exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. We're on X. We are basically everywhere there is. We are there. You can give us a follow. !S in the chat will give you all my social media links. And we're X, we're on Spotify, we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, and the exclusively Van Halen group, 63,000 members. We're live in the EVH Gear Fans Live group at 3,000 members, the Johnny Bean TV group. Facebook stars. You can help support the channel and support these shows. But hey, let's make this a real show. Let's go ahead and let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Bean YouTube channel. Channel membership's a great way you can help support the channel and support these shows. And the top tier are the executive producers. And they are currently Sherman Callahan, CC, Nova 9, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, who actually has a show coming up in 1 hour, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Arhabs, Warlag, Fairfield Guitar Co., Majestic PB and J Cat, and Janice Lala, the intern. Those are the executive producers here on Johnny Bean TV. And hey, if you'd like to support the channel in other ways, Super Chats is the way you can do that. And the cool thing about Super Chats is it changes the color of my lights. So if you look behind me here, you'll see what I call the Guitar Noir. These lights, right now they're green. Hey, you can make them orange, you can make them yellow, pink, whatever you want to do. You can keep them green if you like. But yeah. If you'd like to help support the channel and support these shows, that's a way you can do that. So let's say hello to some people real quickly here, and then let's get into this. Let's get into it. Scott is here. Hey, good to see you, man. What's up? MPN, great to see you. By the way, great show last night, Saturday night. Every Saturday night we do a show, Saturday Night Live. We had a great time last night, and it was a lot of fun. MPN was there with us. Great to hang out with you, man. Ricky Spanish, great to see you, dude. Janice Lala, the intern, is here. Right on. Right on. Michael, hey, good to see you guys, man. Yeah, see, you guys, I'm doing a lot of these update shows now, where I basically just like pop on, and like you never know. But if there's any news in the world of Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. And as you heard Michael Anthony say at the top of the show, keep it there. So, hey, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're looking to get to 12K YouTube subscribers. And actually at 20K, we'll be giving away a guitar. So, hey, might as well subscribe. Might as well jump to that subscription button and subscribe to the channel. All right, let's do this, you guys. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, you guys. Where's the screen? Is it there? The computer's crashing on us. Okay, maybe. Can you guys see that? Let's see. I don't see anything. Okay, we'll try to we'll try. Janice, can we try to fix that behind the scenes? Okay. I'll just go I'll start reading some stuff. Happy 38th, right? 38th anniversary to the Van Halen 5150 album. The first album to feature vocalist Sammy Hagar. You guys know the album. You guys, I mean basically it took Van Halen to a whole new level. And, you know, a lot of classic Roth fans will disagree with you, but you can't argue with success. You can't, right? Allison? My favorite song off 5150 is Dreams. That's a great one. Let's try to do this again, actually, because I like to show the screen, although this laptop likes to get kind of weird. Yeah, the laptop's kind of crapping out on us. So maybe we can't share the screen today, although we can we'll just talk about it. We'll just talk about it, you guys. Van Halen, happy 38th anniversary, 5150. I mean, it feels like yesterday we were just celebrating Van Halen 2. Oh wait, we were. It was 45 years of the Van Halen 2 album. Did a video, actually. There'll be a card right up here on playback, and the ending screen of this video, right about here, there'll be yesterday's video celebrating the 45th anniversary of Van Halen 2. You guys, I mean, every day there's some sort of anniversary or something, and it's just it's incredible. Okay, let's see Van Halen 5150. Actually, let me just go ahead and let me just see if I can restart really quickly. Yeah, it's crazy that this laptop, it just, that's the thing about technology. Oh yeah, I'm getting the spinning wheel now. Technology, it gets older and this stuff just doesn't want to work anymore. Okay, whatever. There we go. We'll just read off here. All right. Oh wait. Now, hang on. Oh, now it's gonna work. Now you want to work. Okay. All right. Somebody get me a doctor. That's right. Hey, James. Good to see you, man. Good to see you guys. Can we do this? Oh, we can do this. Oh, here we go. Okay, it wants to go to Wikipedia. All right, on. All right, the 5150 album, 5150 pronounced 5150. It's 5150 time, you guys. Is the 7th studio album by American rock band Van Halen. It was released March 24th, 1986, which by my calculations of the internet, that's 38 years, correct? Right? It's 2024. It was released March 24th, 1986 by Warner Brothers Records. It was the first of 4 albums to be recorded with lead singer Sammy Hagar, who replaced David Lee Roth. Now, you guys know 1984 was the last album that Roth was on. Well, in the original run, you guys know Roth came back later on, and they did an album called A Different Kind of Truth. And actually, they did some new songs for a Best of Volume 1. And then Sammy came back at one point, and they did some new songs for a compilation called Best of Both Worlds. So we've gotten some other songs. What was that? We've gotten some other songs later on, but as far as the original albums, 1984 was the last album to feature David Lee Roth. And when Roth left, Edward met Sammy Hagar. Actually, he got him. They got his number through. They had a mutual audio mechanic named Claudio, and he got his number. Called him right there from the shop. You can watch the interviews on YouTube where they talk about all this stuff. Sammy came down. They were supposed to have like a business meeting, and they basically just started jamming. And I think the first songs they jammed on was like I think Summer Nights was one of them. And I mean from there, I mean it's basically it's history. So let's see. The album peaked at #1. Dude, it was their first #1 album. And by the way, 5150 stands for the it's like the police code out here in California. It's the highway. No, it's not just the highway patrol. It's like the police code for the criminally insane, like somebody that's like an escaped mental patient. And so that's what Edward called his studio, and that's what they called the first album. And actually, that's what he called his guitar at the time, which we can show. We have one of these right here, the Kramer 5150. This was his main guitar at the time of the album. Looked like one of these. And if you ask me, this really is my favorite Van Halen guitar there is. The Kramer 5150 guitar. This is a replica. This is made by a company called GMW. And no, they will not build these. These were done years ago. I got this my band was playing this event called South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, which actually just happened like a week ago. I was there back in 2009, and they had a guitar show, and this was at that guitar show, and I picked this up. But this was basically the guitar that Edward was playing at the time, and again, it's called the 5150. There you go. So 5150 was not only an album, it was the name of still is the name of the studio, Wolfgang records there. And it was the name of a guitar right there. There you go. So let's go back over there. Actually, let's check the comments. Let's see. You guys are here. And I know this might be kind of weird because this is like an earlier show. I'm usually never early I'm never live this early. But a lot of you guys are asking, "Hey, do earlier shows?" And hey, if there's an anniversary in the world of Van Halen, I mean, I'm the one. I'm the one. I'll bring this stuff to you guys. So let's do this. And again, this won't be a super long show today because our friend Music Therapy Laz does a scheduled show Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So we do have a little time here. Jimmy Z, that's a killer guitar. Johnny, thank you so much, man. Yeah, it's a great guitar. It really is. Ricky Spanish, have to say either Summer Nights or 5150 are probably my favorite tunes off the album. Right on, Ricky. Hey, what's your favorite song off 5150? Let me know in the chat over there or down below on playback. Drop comments below, you guys. Drop comments below. We appreciate the comments on all the videos we do. And if you are brand new here, I mean, we do talk a lot of Van Halen. We don't just talk Van Halen, but that's one thing we definitely know. And so that's something we definitely talk about. And like I said, we do have a scheduled show Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, exclusively Van Halen, the weekly EVH show. Although these days we're doing Van Halen shows all the time, so that's how we roll. Van Halen updates. And if you're wondering, if you're brand new here, I love all eras of Van Halen. Roth, Hagar, Sharon, Malloy, whatever. As long as Eddie Van Halen is there, which there is no Van Halen without Eddie Van Halen, for one thing. Van Halen, it's all Van Halen. I love it all. But I also love Andy Summers as well. And there we are, several months back. All right. Comments. Let's check some comments here. 5150 is the song, Michael is saying. Yeah, a lot of fans, a lot of more casual Van Halen fans agree that 5150 is probably one of their best songs, especially with Hagar. One of the best. Yeah, and we have to set up right on Janice. Yeah, Janice is doing the show later on with Laz. I wonder if I heard any of those songs on it. What? On 5150? Check it out, Janice. Janice, send me a tweet on X at Johnny Bean, and I will remind you to listen to 5150. Hey, listen to it today. Today's the anniversary. Today's the 38th anniversary, Janice. So make sure you listen to the 5150 album. Cheryl Smith on Facebook. Hey, what's up? We got Facebook in the house. Great to see you, Cheryl. Right on. Let's see. Scott saying first jam lasted 12 hours. What? Who? Oh, Van Halen? Their first jam? Really like Summer Nights, but it's a fantastic album. Yeah, our friend Pascal is here. Allison is saying my favorite song on 5150 is Dreams. We read that. Right on. Very good. Summer Nights, Sky Prop. There we go. Michael says I was 13 years old, bought the cassette at Music Warehouse in Downers Grove, Illinois. Lots of dudes asking for the new Van Halen. Yeah, my first Van Halen cassette was 5150 as well in 1986. I went to Target, or as we call it out here in California, Target. And I remember they had two displays. They had 5150 right here, and they had Eat 'em and Smile right here. I'm not joking. They had both albums side by side. I'm sure a lot of music stores did at the time. And it was very exciting for a Van Halen fan. What's up, 446 Pack? What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you. Yeah, so when I went to Target, they had both albums on display, and I had recently I had seen the movie Back to the Future. Saw it in the theater, and they have the part where Marty McFly puts the headphones on George McFly, and he plays the cassette. It says Edward Van Halen. And it's a Van Halen riff. And yeah, I was aware of Van Halen because I remember the Jump video. I remember Hot for Teacher and Panama and thinking the videos were funny. But I didn't become a fan until I heard the guitar riff in Back to the Future. Which, if you want to get technical about it, which is what we do here on exclusively Van Halen, the riff in Back to the Future was actually from a movie called The Wildlife, which appeared early the previous year in 1984. Edward had scored the entire film, and those tracks, they're online. You can find them. Our friends at Van Halen News Desk, they have them up. And anyway, so I heard that in Back to the Future, and I'm like, man, that's Eddie Van Halen. I gotta get more of this. And so the first album to come out brand new after that was 5150. So I bought that, wore that cassette out. I think I went through two of them. I had a little Walkman, and I used to skateboard around on my little Marty McFly skateboard, which was a Valterra, I believe. And yeah, so I bought 5150, and then I bought Van Halen 1 as well. So I had both eras of Van Halen right there, and it was always Van Halen to me. There was no difference. I mean, one of them was a bit older. And, you know, when you're that age, 5 years, you know, is a major, what do you call it? Like any of the older Van Halen albums, to me, were old at the time. Like an album could be like from 5 years ago, like, man, that's an old record. And we know now, of course, 5 years just goes like that. It's like nothing. I've been doing this show for 5 years at least. Let's see. Rando, good enough from 5150. Was on Spaceballs, the movie, a year later in 1987. That's correct. Yeah, I saw that. Scott Nickerson, what's up? Cheers, bro. Always talking to Greasy Monkey Guitars. Greasy Monkey is here. Good to see you, man. Jimmy Z, man, The Wildlife was so awesome. It's in my Amazon cart right now. Haven't seen it in several years. Ed and Al were so cool on that fun movie. Dude, Wildlife. Yeah, you should definitely pick it up. I don't know if they haven't officially released it on like Blu-ray or anything like that. I don't think. Or maybe they have. I don't think so. But you can get versions of it out there. And it's the original version that has the sound, you know, all the Edward Van Halen cues, musical cues in it. It's all out there. I used to record that movie on VHS back in the 80s, late 80s when it would come on TV, and I would watch it. And the very last song in the movie, I think Van Halen News Desk is calling it Back to School. Again, you can find it online, and it's a keyboard song, and it kind of sounds like a Jump sort of tune. But a lot of those tunes, actually, a lot of that music in that movie, The Wildlife, ended up on future Van Halen albums, including 5150. right? There's a song, the first song, excuse me, 1 second. The first song on 5150 is a song called Good Enough. And actually, let's go back here and let's actually look at the song listing here. Okay, track listing. Good Enough. Yeah, so in the movie The Wildlife, you can actually hear the main riff for Good Enough. And if you find them online, you can find the whole demo track of that. So you can hear the whole thing. I've heard it. I have it. It's great stuff. So, yeah, let's get into this. Good Enough is the first track. And that's one where Edward Van Halen, I think he has a low A bass string on his guitar. And I just showed you the 5150 guitar. But on the tour, on the 5150 tour, where are we? There we are. His main guitar was the 5150, but he also had a backup guitar. Technically, this wasn't the backup for that tour. There's another Kramer called the 1984. This was used on the previous tour, obviously, the 1984 tour. And this wasn't really a backup for that tour. He actually had about 15 guitars as backups. Although the 1984 guitar was used for the song Good Enough. And so he had a low A bass string right here. So if you ever see any photos from 1986 5150 tour era and Edward's playing this guitar, you always know he's playing the song Good Enough because it had a heavier bass string on it. That's the only time he ever played this guitar. Okay, there's some trivia. We bring you the Van Halen trivia here on this channel. There you go. There you go, you guys. There it is. All right. All right. So you got, let's see, let's go back. Let's go back here. Good Enough. Second song, Why Can't This Be Love? This was the biggest song at the time when that came out. Hey, Brent, what's up, man? Brent Cohn, good to see you. See a few people here. Thimker, hey, good morning. Good Sunday morning, Thimker, thank you for all your tweets. Oh, whoops. Over on X, at Johnny Bean. Thank you, Thimker, for your tweets. You've been retweeting a lot of my content, and I just want to say thank you so much, Thimker. Donut City. Yeah, that was officially, Donut City was the only song released from, I'm getting text messages now. Wildlife Vine. Oh, yeah, you have one of those? Area code 765? Yeah. Awesome. Andy Summers from The Police is actually on the Wildlife soundtrack too. A lot of people don't know that. He sang a song called Human Shout. So if you dug at your Wildlife soundtracks, put that on, and the song Human Shout, Andy is singing the song. Very cool. There's me and Andy from a few months ago. We were hanging out after his show. Let's see. Adam is here too. Adam, hey. Welcome, dude. Welcome, you guys. All right, how are we doing on time? Janice, you got to keep us on track because you guys have a show coming up. Okay, where are we? Why Can't This Be Love? Dude, you know, our friend Ron Gunner, he keeps telling a story about how when that song came out, his band was playing shows, and every time they would go to the venues and sound check, his friend would put that the sound guy would put that song on, and it would start, you know, with the keyboard, the dun 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 dun, you know. And at first he said he wasn't into it, but I think he finally got into it after a while. I mean, how can he not? I think when the Warner Brothers executives were up at 5150 and they played them Why Can't This Be Love before the album came out, I think one of the execs said, I smell money. I think that was one of the quotes. Why Can't This Be Love? Huge song at the time. And you guys, I mean, you put that on and you're transformed right back to 1986. I mean, I'm back in diapers when I hear that song. All right. Why Can't This Be Love? Again, another huge song for Van Halen. Keyboard track. Get Up, another song. That was one of the couple songs off the album where Edward showcased what's called the Steinberger trans tremolo system. Now that's a bridge that it's almost like a capo in a way, where you can lock the bridge into different keys. So next time you listen to the song Get Up, or the song Dreams, track number 5, or The Wildlife. I think a lot of that was the trans tremolo as well. Like the song Out the Window, the song that was in the movie Back to the Future. I believe that's I did a guitar lesson on how to do that. Actually, there'll be a card right up here on playback, 2550, if I can remember. Anyway, I'll try to find that later. There'll be a card on playback for that lesson. Although I did use a slide for that, because you can do that. Okay, so Get Up. That was one of the heavier Van Halen songs at the time. I mean, Sammy's screaming lead vocals. Heavy. Dreams, you guys, that major hit for the band. And the Blue Angels had a video at the time, a promotional video. I remember when it's the Navy, correct? They came to my school. I mean, this was years later, and they played us this promotional video, and it was the video with Van Halen, Dreams. And I saw that, and I was the only kid in the class that knew what it was. And I couldn't believe it. It's like, hey, they're playing Van Halen at school. I can't believe this. And it was amazing. Okay. All right. Dreams. Huge song for Van Halen, of course. Summer Nights. That's another huge. I mean, every track on this album is just summertime Van Halen, you know? Just amazing stuff. So again, Summer Nights features the trans tremolo unit, the Steinberger. All right, side 2, Best of Both Worlds. That song features Stratocaster that Edward bought from a guy named Dan Martin, who was dealing vintage guitars at the time. And the story goes with the Strat that Edward used on Best of Both Worlds is Dan had brought the guitar to Edward, and was it that one? I don't know, but actually that might have been later. Anyway, he used a Strat on Best of Both Worlds, and then the story goes he had a Strat, and maybe he used it on Finish What You Started. Actually, he had a Strat that had 5150 carved into the body. I mean, I want to say he used it on that track too, but that might have been later. Anyway, the story goes that Dan had brought the guitar, and Edward looked at it, and he wanted it, but he wasn't going to pick it up yet. And so the way he knew that he would get the guitar later is he grabbed a screwdriver and he carved the letter 5150, the numbers. What am I saying? 5150 into the guitar, and they couldn't believe what he was doing. Like, that's a vintage guitar, and you're scratching into it. And he's like, well, I want to make sure I'm getting the right guitar back when I purchase the guitar later. Okay, let's see. Best of Both Worlds. Love Walks In, another classic Van Halen piano track. And I'll give you some trivia of myself. Right before the pandemic, I was taking these music classes, these music theory classes, and these piano classes. And we had to learn some piano. And so what I learned was the intro to the song Love Walks In. I learned the intro to the song Love Walks In. Themker, hey, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I was just telling you guys how Super Chats change The lights. Look at that. Here, let's do this. Themker. Next, refreshing iced tea on me. Thank you. Wait a minute. Just changed again. What's going on? Thank you so much. There we go. There we go. You guys, this place is going 5150 over here. The lights are going crazy. There we go. How do I like that? There we go. Like. There we go. Themker, thank you so much. Actually, I haven't had my tea yet today or my coffee. I basically jumped out of bed this morning and knew I had to do this show. So I'm here. Here I am. So Themker, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you for your continued support of the show. I mean, and again, over on X, you're retweeting my stuff, and I see that stuff. You guys, I see this stuff. If any of you guys are basically talking about me online, I know. I'm just saying, okay? People tell me. All right, so Themker, thank you so much for your support and retweeting the stuff and everything. I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. Thank you so much. Okay, all right, let's keep going. We got to keep going. We got to be done soon. Love Walks In again. Awesome track. And anyway, I played the intro to the song Love Walks In for this piano recital. And had a great time. And actually, when we were supposed to be doing, it was kind of like, when Eddie Van Halen was taking classical piano at Pasadena City College. He would fake out the teachers. He would just play by ear. He wasn't actually reading the sheet music. Now, when I took this class, this was several years ago, we had sheet music. So I actually had to kind of learn how to do that, and I can still kind of do that. Maybe we'll do a show. Maybe we'll do a show where we're trying to read music. That'll be fun. A bunch of guitar players trying to read music. That'll actually be exciting. Let's try that. So anyway, so we had to do this recital, and so I had to have the sheet music in front of me, and I'm playing the intro to the song. You guys all know it. I've actually played it on here. And actually, I'll be at Guitar Center tomorrow. I was going to go there. And Janice, you guys, send me a tweet on X at Johnny Bean. I was going to play a guitar at Guitar Center tomorrow for you guys live. I will also go to the keyboard section, and I will play the Love Walks In intro for you guys. Okay? I'll do that as well tomorrow morning. All right. Okay. So anyway, so I had to play that. So anyway, long story, even longer, is once I was done, the instructor, she came over and she took the paper. Hang on, that's the wrong sound effect. Well, that's the sound of the paper. Okay, there's the instructor right there. She came over and she's like, "Let me look at this." And she puts on her glasses. She's like, "Okay, that's correct." Because the left hand, Janice, I just got your tweet. Thank you. The left hand is like way down on the piano, like super low. Those bass notes on the piano. She had to look, and she had to make sure that it was as low as I wasn't in the wrong key for this. She saw it, and she's like, "Yeah, that's correct." And actually, that's some more trivia for you guys. A lot of the piano stuff that Edward did, he did a lot of low stuff. And you guys heard that stuff later on. Like, let's say on Van Halen 3, which we just talked about Van Halen 3 the other day. Anniversaries, you guys. There's so many Van Halen anniversaries this week. Van Halen 3, Van Halen 2, 5150. And, there's a song, How Many Say I, where Edward did. It's the piano track where he also sings. That song starts with super low piano. And I'm doing this like I'm reaching on a piano is what I'm doing. Anyway, you guys. Okay. All right, so Love Walks In. 5150 the song. 5150 the song. That's one of the tracks where a lot of more casual fans agree that's one of the best Van Halen tracks. I think in general. I think with Sammy, but also just in general. It's one of the riffs on that song. Just incredible. Just incredible. Okay, and the last song on the album, Inside. This is probably one of the least favorite songs of Van Halen. A lot of Van Halen fans, at least the ones that I see, because you guys know I run a Van Halen group on Facebook, second largest Van Halen group on Facebook, actually, called exclusively Van Halen. We have 63,000 members. Actually, there's more than that now. It's like 63.5, I think. We're adding like 100 people a day to that group. And yeah, we talk all things Van Halen over there. But I know there's a lot of Van Halen fans, and they're like, the Inside, yeah, it's like the least favorite track. I think that's one of the cooler tracks. You get all the Easter eggs from that because you get not only the vocals, but you get them talking throughout the entire track. So every time you listen to it, you can probably hear something different that you never heard before. And how many songs can you get that from? Especially after 38 years. Not too many. That's very cool. And again, it's a keyboard song. Inside. So Edward is really getting into doing more keyboard stuff, especially after, Jump and other songs like that. So there you go. There you go. Of course, Sammy Hagar, lead vocals, 5150. Eddie Van Halen, guitars, keyboards, Michael Anthony, of course. Alex Van Halen. There you go. Okay. Let's see. What else? Let's read a little bit more here. We do have a little bit of time. And hey, I'll check out your questions or comments over there in the chat. Let's see. We read some of that. Here, let's go here. Let's do this. Okay. Van Halen had considerable difficulty finding a replacement for the popular David Lee Roth until July 1985, when Eddie was referred to former Montrose singer Sammy Hagar by a mechanic. Again, his name is Claudio. I was Facebook friends with him for a long time. But he sadly passed away a few years ago. Let's see. They were both working. He worked on both their cars. And let's see. Jimmy Z. I just saw that. Jimmy Z. Thank you so much, man. Super sticker. Jimmy Z. Thank you for your support, man. Your wife's closet, Jamie. Is it Jamie? Jamie, your wife. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing on the song Inside. You get so many Easter eggs of them talking back and forth to each other. J.C. Penney, man, or that thing when I go Mike. When I'm talking to someone named Mike in the chat. That's from when you guys hear that. That's from the Inside. That's where that's from. Okay. Yeah. Where'd you get that? J.C. Penney, man. There's so many things in that. And Jamie, it's just Jamie, right? Right? You get so many cool Easter eggs out of that. Scott, Johnny being question, can piano players be as recognizable as guitar players? Depends on the band that they're in, I think. I mean, you got Elton John. He plays piano, but also he's Elton John. It depends. The keyboard player, the guy from Bon Jovi, I think people would recognize him. I mean, I can't think of his name right now, but no. Who else? Keyboard players. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh my gosh. Keith Emerson, MPN is saying Keith Emerson is pretty recognizable. There you go. Adam, what's up? What's up? Claude, what's up? 40 Grit, what's going on, man? What's going on, dude? David Bryan, that's the guy from Bon Jovi. That's right. I used to live with Desmond Child. He's the guy that wrote all the biggest hits for Bon Jovi. You Could Love a Bad Name, Living on a Prayer. And he actually introduced me to John Bon Jovi's mom. So I met her, got to spend some time talking to her. And then I also met John Bon Jovi's brother as well. It was pretty cool. Ray Manzarek from The Doors. Yeah, Jonathan Cain. Jonathan Cain from Journey. He's probably one of the biggest recognizable keyboard players out there. Jonathan Cain, I would say. He's one of the main guys in Journey. You know? Cool. Cool. Oh, whoops. I just removed that. Where are we? Where are we? Let's do a little bit more reading, and then we got to jump. Hey, Alan, what's up, dude? Alan Garber, dude. Alan, I have a channel ID from your buddy here. This guy right here.
Hi, this is Dweezil Zappa. You're watching Johnny Bean TV.
Hey, Dweezil Zappa. Right on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's read. Desmond Child must have been one of the most prolific rock and roll songwriters. Yes. Dude, when before I met with Desmond, he sent over his he faxed over his songwriting credits. It was this thick. You look through that and you're like, I know that. It's not just Bon Jovi. Cher. When I was there, he was writing with Ricky Martin. I used to let Ricky into the house. They did a song called Livin' La Vida Loca. And when I came back here to California, I was telling everybody, you guys are about to hear the biggest thing ever at the time. And of course, Ricky did the song at the music awards on TV, and that was, you guys all probably remember that. He actually wrote a song with Megadeth, Desmond Child, Leanne Rimes, Katy Perry, one of my favorites. He's done a lot of stuff. Anyway, he did write with Van Halen. None of that stuff was ever officially released. But he did write with Edward. He would tell me stories about writing with Edward when I would be in the studio tracking guitar parts, getting me pumped up to play. He'd be like, hey, when I was working with Edward, Edward would do this and whatever. I'm like, really? Amazing. Amazing stuff. Yeah, Kiss. Oh, yeah, I Was Made for Loving You. That's one of the biggest. Yep. That's true. That's true. Okay, we got a few minutes. Let's keep going. So Edward and Sammy, they met thanks to Claudio, mutual audio mechanic. And let's see, it says there the pair hit it off, and the new singer and band immediately began work on new songs. Van Halen went to work on the album in November 1985. It would be finished in February 86, just 1 month before its release in March 86, which we're celebrating today. 38th anniversary of the 5150 album. The album 5150 was notable for a number of love songs and ballads. A constraint of the straightforward rock of the original albums. You guys, it's only 9:40 in the morning here. I only slept for like 3 hours. Let's see. Many called the new incarnation Van Hagar, and that's not a bad thing. I've heard it called worse. The nickname. Anyway, you guys. Van Hagar, Van Halen, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's still Van Halen because it's still Eddie Van Halen. It's Eddie Van Halen's music. And you can't go wrong with anything, Eddie Van Halen. Let's see. Okay. The production on the album was marketed differently from their albums with Templeman. The guitar, previously high in the mix and frequently pushed to the left channel to simulate a live sound, now sat equal in the mix. and its overall sound had changed. Part of the reason for that, I think, was because of the keyboards, more production, and it was a different time. You know, it's more of a pop. Really, if you listen to the earlier Van Hagar albums, 5150, OU812, they really are pop produced albums. But then a lot of actually the metal stuff at the time, like the hair metal stuff, really is. I know a lot of you guys. I mean, don't hate, but a lot of the hair metal stuff in the 80s, the production, it is pop production, you know, because it has to compete with everything else that's on the radio, where you can play one thing and where it all flows together. So there you go. Let's look at a couple other things here, and then I'll let you guys go. But hey, don't forget to smash that thumbs up on your way out. How many do we have? We got 19 thumbs ups. We got how many people? We got 31 people here. Can we get at least 25 thumbs ups on this video? That would be cool. Let's see. A live video created during the tour for this album, of course, called Live Without a Net. One of my favorite things ever. I mean, I watch that video every day after school. It's also on DVD now. I think it's on Laserdisc as well. The tour was a significant change from previous tours, where Van Halen previously had years of material to work with. Even on tour supporting the first record, Hagar was uncomfortable performing a large number of the songs from the original lineup. Therefore, most of the band's back catalog was dropped from the set lists. Instead, the shows consisted of almost the entire 5150 album, a few Hagar solo hits, including I Can't Drive 55, and There's Only One Way to Rock, which of course has awesome guitar duels by Edward and Sammy, and a cover of Led Zeppelin's Rock and Roll. The band also played a humorous version of Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love in the middle of Best of Both Worlds. That's true. Although it was cut out, a lot of it was cut out of the what do you call it? The Live Without a Net that we were just talking about. And also, they opened the 5150 tour with You Really Got Me, which was cut out of Live Without a Net. You know, when the home video starts up, Sammy says, "Hello, New Halen," you know, or he says New Haven. They start calling it New Halen, Connecticut. And then they go right into There's Only One Way to Rock. You Really Got Me was actually taken out of that. That's where they actually start from. You listen to some bootlegs, which I have, and you can hear all that. So yeah, anyway, they did You Really Got Me. They did Panama. They did Ain't Talking About Love. You know, they actually did some other stuff. They did Rock Candy by Montrose. They did Mississippi Queen, I believe, by Mountain. They did a lot of songs. And so if you listen to a lot of the bootlegs, you'll hear a lot of those tracks. There you go. Okay, we saw that. We saw that stuff. Oh, it says my battery wants to die now. Okay, well, let's shut this. Oh, because I unplugged it. Let's plug this back in real fast, although we don't need it. I think we're going to call it in a minute here. Yeah, let's just actually let's actually go over. Let's look at some photos real quick of Van Halen 1986 era. Let's look at some of this. Hey Tracy, what's up, dude? Dude, it was awesome seeing you at the NAMM show, man. It was awesome hanging out. It was awesome. Oh, look at this. Here's some incredible photos. Let's look at some of this stuff, and then I'll let you guys go. By the way, don't forget, I probably should have said this a long time ago. I do a show Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, called the Guitar ASMR Show. And I play the guitar. Maybe I'll play one of these. I demo products, I do reviews. Tonight, I'll be demoing the DoD Bone Shaker distortion pedal. I'll be demoing this tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. And next Saturday night, we'll be giving it away. So if you want to win this pedal, tune in next Saturday, or as we call it, Straturday. All right? Make sure you tune in. So tune in tonight to hear it. Tune in a week from last night to win it. Okay? All right, so smash that subscribe. And again, we're looking to get to 12K YouTube subscribers. We're very close. Very close. So, well, I think we're like 400 away, which is nothing, because we get something like 100. We get like 100 new people a week here. So yeah. All right. Let's look at this. Let's look at some of this real quick. Let's look at some of these photos, and then I'll let you guys go. Here we go. Look at these photos. Van Halen, 1986. You never saw, I mean, so many smiles than Van Halen 86 era. I mean, look at that. I mean, they're just, I mean, look at these photos, man. I mean, every photo, they're just having a great time. Look at that one there. That's great. Look, there's Edward on stage. There he is playing the Steinberger. I was talking about the Trans Tremolo. Amazing guitars. There they are. This is actually taken from the tour book, 86 tour book. I mean, look at that. I mean, so much fun. I mean, every photo. It's just incredible. Oh, I posted this one to Facebook yesterday, or last night. This particular one. That's a great one. I had this magazine years ago. Yeah. I used to be a huge Van Halen collector years ago. That's why I do a show. That's why I know this stuff. Huge fan. Huge fan of these guys. That's a great photo there. Look at that. Oh, here's a rare one. I've never seen this one. Here he is playing the guitar, the Trans Trem. Let's go over there. Can we see that? That's without the cover on it. That's a great photo. Oh my gosh. I've never seen this one. That's a great photo of Edward with the guitar with no faceplate. Usually the guitar had a striped faceplate on it. Man, that's a great, great photo. I'm glad we saw that. Very cool. There you can see the Trans Tremolo unit. You can see the bar. And again, very unique guitar. And Edward was one of the players to really bring the guitar out front at the time. It was still relatively new on the guitar market at the time. Yeah, right on. Great photos. Great photos, you guys. Amazing. That's a great picture. Man, I can't believe that. I've never seen that one. All right. All right, you guys. So many great photos here. All right, see, here's one. Sorry. See, there he is playing the guitar, and it has the cover on it. See, the striped cover. That was a painted faceplate. So that's the guitar with the cover. And he had other ones, actually. He had a 12-string that actually said 0812 on it instead of 5150. And we actually saw on a 5150 studio tour back in 1998 with Chris Connolly. You can find that on YouTube. There was another striped faceplate that said 1984 on it, which we never saw. Never saw that. You know? So very cool. Very, very cool stuff, you guys. Right on. So anyway, Van Halen, happy anniversary. Van Halen 5150, 38 years today. Incredible. Right on, dudes. Well, hey, let's say thank you to our channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. Where is the thing? It's gone. How come stuff just vanishes? Oh, there it is. Why is it way down there? There you go. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. You guys, I mean, you guys make it happen. You guys, it's thank you to what do they say on PBS? Supporters like you, you know. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. All right, you guys, I'm out of here, but don't forget tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, the Guitar ASMR show, and I will be demonstrating the DoD Bone Shaker Distortion. The Bone Shaker. Make sure to tune in, and next week on Guitar ASMR, you can win the pedal. You want to win it? Of course you do. So subscribe to the channel. Win the pedal. And hey, again, if you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. Exclusively Van Halen, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's the weekly scheduled show. But we do a lot of updates and stuff. So anytime there's any kind of anything in the world of Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. This is Johnny Bean TV. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Actually, our friend Music Therapy Laz is about to go live. Laz, are you here? Where's your show? Music? Okay. I'm going to give you guys Laz. Okay, his show starts in 5 minutes. How about everybody? I want you guys to go over there. At least go over there and say Johnny Bean sent me. Okay? Here. We like to help out our friends. Here. I'm going to give you guys Laz's video here. Share. Okay, in his chat. Okay, what's he talking about today? He's talking about music, psychedelics, and healing. Tune in. Hey, we're talking about 5150 over here, man. It's 5150 today. All right. Raid him, but not ready yet. Janice is saying. Go, Janice, if you guys are backstage, go live now. Go live now. I'm gonna bring you guys 25 people if you go live now. Janice. Okay, there we go. All right, in the chat, there's Laz's show. I'll jump over there and say hi to you guys too. I'll jump over there for a minute. Not backstage. What? You guys are supposed to be live in 3 minutes. Everybody, jump over there. Go over there. Everybody, jump over, okay? And say hi. Tell them I said hello. Well, I'll jump over there in a minute, and I'll see you guys over there too. Only 3 minutes. Johnny Bean sent me. Dan Gorman is saying, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, everybody, jump over there. Subscribe to Laz's channel too, okay? He's at 807 subscribers. Let's try to get him. Let's try. Well, we got 25 people here. I mean, technically, if you guys all subscribed, you could get them to 820 subscribers or something. No, more than that. Help out our friend Laz. He's an awesome dude. Okay? So jump over there. Yeah, Laz, you guys should go live. Technically, you got too much. Well, okay, here's what we'll do. We will stay live until Laz goes live. Okay? Laz goes live. Laz, there's your new show name. Laz goes live. We got 2.5 minutes until he goes live. Simon, what's up, man? What's up? All right, you guys are jumping over there. I see you guys. Hey, Laz, too. I'm a raider from Mr. Johnny's broadcast. Thimker, thank you so much. Thimker, thank you again for the super chat. All right, he has 2 minutes. So, okay, what we'll do is we'll stay live until he goes live. All right. But let's see. This is where I get the I get to tell you guys some stuff. Cameo. Hey, do you want a personalized video for your brand or business or grandma? Hit me up on Cameo. Exclamation point Cameo in the chat. How do you spell that? Like that? There you go. Say, you want a cool video? Hit me up. Hit me up on Cameo. Follow me on Facebook, Johnny Bean. You can support with Facebook stars over there. Again, join my Van Halen group, exclusively Van Halen. We're at almost 64,000 members. EVH Gear Fans Live group. If you like your EVH Gear guitars, I mean, look at me. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing this. I got this from the NAMM show. You know, when Fender's at NAMM, EVH is NAMM, they give me this stuff. Favorite stuff. Johnny Bean group. Join us, and hey, you know, we also go live on Twitch. We love Twitch. I love Twitch. Twitch is awesome. And hey, this is a podcast on Spotify, so you can listen to this after the fact. We're on X. Our friend Thimker is over there on X as well. Thank you again, Thimker, for all your support. And there we go. Exclamation point S in the chat will give you all my social medias. There we go. And hey, don't forget, Sweetwater links down below. We have affiliate links. If you're looking to get some gear, head over to Sweetwater. Click through the links in the bottom of this video, and you'll be helping support the channel, support these shows. Same goes with Amazon. Amazon affiliate links down below. You want to get some stuff from Amazon? Click through. And actually, I do an Amazon show. Oh, it's called the Amazon Show. There it is. So yeah, get some stuff. Get some good stuff. And by the way, future giveaway on the channel here. EVH Ernie Ball 1992 guitar. You guys want that. So subscribe to the channel. Yeah. And hey, drop a review. Drop a review on Google. Exclamation point review in the chat. That'll give you the link. Okay, is Laz ready? Laz, are you ready yet? Laz, come on. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you for watching. Again, tune in tonight. Guitar ASMR. Okay? Tune in tonight. The video will be a card on the ending screen of this video. Tune in and win the pedal next week. Okay? All right, you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. Michael Anthony, here we go. All right, you guys, this is Johnny Bean TV. I'll see you guys over at Laz's. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Bean TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!